From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Hi, and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, where you can learn how to cook Italian style for your family and friends. Good morning, Chef Michael. Good morning, Chef Michael.
Good morning, Sandy.
How are
Good morning.
you today?
The days of wine and roses.
It is. I didn't know that.
Seem to run away.
Well, you know,
See, there are people that love
we've
it.
got some special guests here today, but they're not here. Where are they?
They weren't
Oh,
here.
my goodness. Well, we're waiting for Genevieve Guy, of International Property Specialist from the Philippines,
Yeah.
excuse me. And also we've got author, success strategist, entrepreneur, author, coach, radio show host, Suzanne Streisauser, who's going to be calling in about 9:30.
How exciting. Hi, Suzanne.
I know.
How are you, Suzanne
Yes.
Streisauer?
It is exciting.
Suzanne Streisauer.
So, you know what? We had a fabulous night last night over at Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria.
Yeah, Anyway,
Yeah, we did.
the good news is,
Well, that was good news.
yeah, we had a great time last
That was
night.
wonderful. We had our show, Jazz and Cocktails, and we were also filming for our
Our
first segments of
TV show.
Sandy Kastel and Friends TV show coming soon. Yeah,
You know,
so
Chef
it's
Michael
so
was left out of that.
exciting.
You realize it?
Ha, and the TV show is Sandy Kastel and Friends.
Yes, I'm on kidding.
TV show with special segments of Cooking with Chef Michael.
Right.
That's going to be fun. Yes, and we had Jimmy Molador playing with us. We had somebody new on drums. We had Ryan Rose. He was amazing.
Yeah, well, Joey Vesper's in Italy.
I know. Joey had to leave, so but now we've got
Cries
Ryan
he's
Rose.
broke and he goes to Italy. Figure that one out. I love it.
But also we had Chad Michaels, of course,
Chad
on
was working
piano,
his butt off last night.
and
He was swinging.
Lou Spider on bass.
The Spider-Man.
That's
He's
right.
a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No one can get. There was a number that Gene Krupa did.
And David DaCosta.
Dave's the great.
David DaCosta.
He's the best.
And Cece Spencer
Not
sat in with
Cece
us.
Spencer.
Yes, and also her friend Alia. I'm probably going to mess up her name. Sorry, Aliani, I think, or Aliana.
Yeah, when she got up, she
I'm
sang
sorry.
Bali High.
No,
No,
she's a beautiful singer. Yeah, and so it was a lot of fun. We had fun filming, and of course, we had the Vegas Unwrapped team with
Oh,
us.
man, them guys
Ricky
were great.
Cash and Aaron Phillips, and they looked so nice in their sport coats, and they got up and they announced us at the beginning of the show. Wasn't that fun?
But you know what's nice, Sam?
What? What's nice?
All our listeners, they'll have an opportunity now.
Yes.
They can sleep a little later if they don't tune in. They can watch our television show.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I want to thank everybody for making us a success. You know, and we love radio, but
You sound so enthusiastic.
No, I'm serious.
Oh my
you know,
gosh!
after me playing,
what is it? You didn't? What? You stayed up all night? You know, it was packing up the gear, right?
Let me tell you something.
That wore you out.
If anybody watch me play the drums,
Oh my gosh!
drumming is like boxing. You
Amazing,
understand?
amazing.
You know, especially the way I play. So Gene Krupa did a song called Drumming Man.
Yeah.
And he now goes, drumming man, he's a drumming man. No one kicks a set of drums just like he can. He knows not by biology, he knows not a thing. When he's on the skins, you know he's the drumming king. Drumming man, he's a drumming man. Bop,
Thank
bop,
you,
boop, bop, 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 boop, beat. Who's that man sitting on a stool? He's a kayak kicking fool. Swinging Mr. G. I never forgot that. He was with Benny Goodman. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway, we want everybody to know that the next 2 Wednesdays we will be performing at the
Tuscany Grill. Yes, over at 11105 Eastern Avenue in Henderson. Yes. And haven't you figured out how to turn that thing off yet?
No.
You know, for somebody, he really is technology challenged. Where are you going, Chef Michael? Okay. Anyway, so what were you going to say? Were you going to give
the phone rang.
Well, I know, but you're not supposed to be answering this phone during our show. Here, let me have that
No, the
phone.
reason
Let
why-
me throw
the
it
reason why-
out.
No, we can't.
Was it Frank Braglia?
No, I left it on just
Was
for
it
this.
the Grossos?
the billionaires or the Tanners,
Was it the
trillionaires.
Tanners? Was it Jolet?
You know, I didn't mention him last night.
I know. Why didn't
I
you?
didn't think. You know, and I love that guy. You know, I got to tell you something. He is a fine person, and we got some Filipino people walking in right now from Cafe de Boo Boo.
No, they're actually not.
Where
from
is she
Cafe
at?
de
Is Shama with you today?
No. Just
And
go
why
ahead and grab
are you late? You're on camera.
Grab a chair, bring it on up,
All
and
right,
let's
come
get them situated in front of the microphones here.
Well, while we're doing that, why don't we go to a break? What do you think?
No, not yet.
But if
no.
you said that, I would have to do it.
No, you wouldn't have to do it.
See what I mean?
Now, I've got Genevieve Guy here, right? Which one of you is Genevieve?
Yes, hi.
This is Genevieve, and is the other one Mary?
Yes.
Hi, Mary.
Mary!
How are you?
Mary, sweeter
Quite
than
contrary.
pumpkin pie.
This is Mary Villarante?
Yes.
Ah, well, that doesn't sound Filipino. What is that? Is that Italian? I mean, that sounds like an Italian name. Villarante. Are you part Italian? No.
These girls have a balut farm. They raise balut.
No, actually, they go ahead and have a seat there.
Have a
There
seat.
you go, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
And then he's going to get you
Who
set
does
up
she
over
look
there,
like?
Guy. Huh?
Does she
I don't
look
know.
like
Who does she
Shama?
look-
I thought that
yeah, they look like sisters.
I swear,
yeah.
I thought you were. That was your sister. But I thought it was
Well,
a
she
sister.
looks like another model. Both of them.
Yeah,
Models,
beautiful
yes,
girls.
beautiful girls.
Filipino girls. They're wonderful. They're great cooks and they make a great ham.
They're realtors, Michael. Realtors.
Are they really?
These
No,
yes, these
not
are
realtors.
business women that, Mary, you're a local realtor here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yes, and Guy, Genevieve. Sorry, Genevieve. Guy, you are not from Las Vegas.
I'm from here.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. But you're internationally.
Yes.
You
So
international.
I travel back
Yes,
and forth.
international specialist in real estate, right? And also projects. And you
Yes.
guys have a lot of history to give us in a few minutes. But first,
Didn't you have a lot of fun last night?
yes,
Yes, we
didn't you have a
did.
lot of fun?
Let me ask you a question. These girls came to see the show with me and Sandy and the guy and Jimmy Melodor and the guys in the band. What did you like about it? Tell me, give me your view of what you
He just
enjoyed.
wants you to tell him how cute
No,
he was.
forget
and
about
his
how
nice black outfit with all the glitter on it, shining, and his little Mr. Magoo glasses. Lisa loved your glasses. She tried them on. Anyway, so what did you like about Michael?
Not me. Forget about me. No. Somebody did ask me out for dinner, but it was a guy.
Hey.
It was a guy. It was a burly looking guy.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
hardly
yeah.
look. So what did you? Let me ask you a question, and I always like to ask that with people. What did you enjoy? What's the matter? You're tapping me. What the hell's going on now?
Nothing. I wasn't doing
Stop
anything,
tapping me.
honey. I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
why we're crazy, yeah. Stop it.
What?
Stop touching me. So, stop. So anyway, what did you enjoy last night about the show?
I actually really love the vibe.
The vibe.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah.
Very good, friendly atmosphere. I felt very comfortable for being a first timer there, and people were really friendly and welcoming. And a lot of get-togethers. They're not usually like that. And we were actually just talking about that last night. That we really liked it, and we want to come back.
Oh, that's great.
Next Wednesday.
Thank you.
So that you like the vibe.
Yes, and the music, of course.
Yeah, but the vibe was created by the music, and not only that, but all of our friends that come out to support us. In fact,
Yeah.
Gary Neeson was there last night, and one of the things that he said is, your followers are so nice. He said they're just nice people. They're nice to be around. They're friendly. They come up. They talk to you. It's like you're included in this circle
Yes,
of friends. You
yes.
know? And for him to say that, and he doesn't get to come out that much. So for him to be there last night and to say that, it was really nice.
It's no secret. Sandy and I are looking to buy our own place. We want to buy our own supper club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
Yes.
have the people,
A supper
and we
club.
enjoyed playing all these wonderful
like we see in all the
places.
old movies.
But it's time for us to do what I want to do
Now
with no
it's
distraction.
time to cut our caller that called in. Oh, there's a caller on.
There's
the phone.
I
There's
just
a
want everybody.
caller.
I know.
Now's the time
I know.
to get our
I just
own
want
place.
everybody to know that it's time for us to get our own place and cook
We're
the food
looking.
we want. And I'm going to make for the Filipino people balut parmesan. Who's on the phone?
We've got Jimmy.
Oh,
Melodor,
Jimmy
the
Melodor.
legendary, the great
The great
saxophonist, jazz saxophonist.
He's
Yes,
all right. He's not that good,
amazing.
but he's all right.
Oh, he's great.
He's the best.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Sandy.
I
Good
can't-
morning, Michael.
I can't believe you're up. You're up this early.
Michael wakes me up.
Michael wakes up. Did he call you this morning?
He calls me every morning early.
I know, like 6:30 a.m.
You know,
He's
this
calling everybody.
guy cracks my ass. I'll tell you. He turns around. If I don't call him, he goes, "Well, you give me a scooch. You don't call." I said, "I called."
He's right. If you don't call, I get mad.
Well,
you and Carl Grosso. He says if Carl says if you didn't mention me today, what's the matter?
well, let me tell you something before we say anything.
What
About Jimmy Melodor? I
yes.
always say that Jimmy Melodor is in the lines of the great Charlie Parker.
Charlie.
Great. But let me tell you what a lot of people don't know about Jimmy Melodor. When you say saxophone, the guy mastered the alto sax, the tenor sax, baritone sax. He mastered the flute, as he is as great as Herbie Hancock on flute. Okay, clarinet. He's a combination of Pete Fountain,
Benny Goodman,
the greats. I mean, Jimmy is the most well-rounded musician ever. And what's really funny, if anybody goes on YouTube and pull Jimmy up, I take Jimmy out of his realm, everybody, because Jimmy just gets up and he plays. But me, come on, Jimmy, let's dance. He
had you dancing up there last night, Jimmy.
It's really out of his realm to do that, but you can
doing the Louis Prima.
We had so much fun. We had about 5 people from New York that flew in on vacation. They came to see the show, and they were Italian people. And one thing about Italians,
that's such a good time.
They came out and they hugged me and they said, "Mike, I never in my life enjoyed that drum solo you did." I got to tell you something. At the age of 62, I got up this morning.
62?
62, honey.
Wow.
My arm is killing me.
Jimmy said, "Wow."
My feet were hurting like a son of a gun, because it's like being in a fight. Because his drummers, and I got to tell you,
he never stops.
But Ronnie Rose did a great job, and he came right out there with us, and he banged on the tables.
Ryan Rose.
I said Ryan, didn't I?
Oh, did you? I don't know.
I said Ryan
Sounded
Rose.
like Ronnie.
Well, his name is Ronnie Ryan. So I called him.
His new nickname is Ronnie.
Ryan Rose.
You're just like my dad. He never knew our names.
Can't even make an excuse.
I know. Hey, listen, Jimmy.
Yes.
Jimmy, did you have fun last night?
I had a great time. Let me tell you, you look magnificent for the TV thing.
Thank you very much, Jimmy.
Thank you. I got to send a shout out.
Michael looked great. I love that jacket Michael had on.
Yeah, well, I did Michael's makeup. It was really easy.
Yeah,
anyway,
she did. Wait a minute. I'm in the bathroom. Jimmy, wait a minute. This is a true story. I got my suit on.
5 minutes before we left.
And she gets to make. I'm Italian. I don't wear that bullshit. I want to put makeup on my
You're
face.
You're on TV now.
Forget about it. I don't wear that crap. You know what I mean? So come on.
God.
She gets me, and I sit there. And one thing about Sandy.
Hey, listen. All the guys in The Sopranos have to wear it.
Anyway, so anyway, I said, "Okay, honey, I'll see you at the club." And then she gets out this thing. I don't want that crap on my face. And she gets mad. And Sandy's an Irish girl. They're not like Filipino.
I had to strap him down, Jimmy. I had to strap him down to the chair to let me put a little
Filipino women are wonderful. They're relaxing. They cook. They don't raise their voice. They raise children. An Irish girl will hit you with a bottle.
That sounds kind of prejudiced.
No, it's not. They're wonderful people.
Statement there,
Listen,
what are you saying? All women, should be in the kitchen?
No, I'm saying that Filipino women are wonderful. They're great. They make great mothers.
You just think they're nice and quiet, but you're not at home with them. You don't know how they are.
I disagree.
Well, shallow.
Not everybody.
Shallow from
Jimmy.
Wait a minute, from Casa de Boo Boo.
She said,
she pulled out a razor. I couldn't believe it. She in her shoe.
Listen, Jimmy.
Yes,
Jimmy,
sir.
how you doing?
Don't hang up,
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
There?
I'm still here.
Well, listen, can you hold on a second?
Yes, I will.
Okay, now, do we have any of your music here? Do we have any of Jimmy's music here?
Eventually get you some, but I don't know if you have any.
Yeah, we got to find some of Jimmy Molidor's music so we can play it. But Jimmy, I want to ask you. I know what we do is a lot different. It's more like a show band, and you're a traditional jazz musician, and like you said, you have worked with some of the greats, and I know when you do your show over at the Smith Center, you have people like Tom Scott come in with you. All these wonderful jazz musicians, big names, and for you to do this with us, we are so blessed. We appreciate you so much, and we can't thank you enough for being part of what we're doing.
I'm having the ball of my life. The addition of Sandy Kastel and Mike Leonetti in my life has been fantastic, and I love working with you guys.
Well, thank you. Well,
I really enjoy Michael. Just full of energy, and he's a perfect guy for that. And you're great. So
thank you.
I'm having the time of my life. I can't thank you guys enough.
Did you find something, Ryan? Did you find anything?
Yeah, we're
on
looking
Jimmy
for you.
Okay, well, we're going to look for something, see if we can find some of your music. So
Hold
we can
on,
play something. But if you're just tuning in now, hold on, Jimmy. If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And when we come back, I think we're going to have a couple more guests, and we're going to talk with Genevieve and Mary here and listen to what they're doing and how exciting it is that they're doing with their property searches and everything. Anyway, so we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Way to start your day. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Good morning, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. Are you there, Jimmy?
I am, Sandy.
Well, you know what? We found something on YouTube, and what is it? What does it say?
Along Came Betty with Richie Cole.
Along Came Betty with Richie Cole.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, so we're going to play a little bit of this, okay? And then I want you to tell us a little bit about it, okay?
Well, that's fantastic.
Okay, here we go. Jimmy Mulligan. Now that's real jazz.
Oh, that's great.
See how much we love you, Jimmy. The advertisement.
You know, I struck it big last night. Lisa Grosso gave me a kiss. She said, "You sound so beautiful. Let me kiss you."
Oh,
that was cute.
Yeah, you got to hear this.
Carl
gave her a beating when he went. He gave her a Pollyanna. What you got?
Well, it was a kiss on the cheek, Michael. Come on, you know.
I love those fans of yours. I mean, they are so sweet.
Thank
you know something, Jimmy? I got to tell you something. We have built a fan base, and these are adult people. They're not kids. All right, these are business people.
Even though we had some kids in there last night. I'd say kids, and they were like
they're in 30s,
21, 24.
And what happened is, no matter where we go,
so we have a wide range.
No matter where we go, Jimmy, you got those 20, 30, 40, 50 people that follow us that come up, and they sit down at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock for dinner. They don't leave till 10. And they stay. They stay. You know what I mean? So that's why I said to Sandy, we got to go up to the Tuscany. We got to perform up there, because up in Anthem, that's a whole nother regime of people that'll never have the chance to come down to, But
actually, we're going to bring some of our people from the West Side are going to go over with us to Henderson, and then and the thing of it is we're taking jazz and cocktails around the town of Las Vegas.
That's a great theme. That really is.
Yeah, because like we were talking about even on the show, and that jazz, it's lost. Some of the clubs we used to have, we don't have anymore, and so we're keeping jazz alive and sharing it with everybody, including all age people. And Lisa and Carl Grosso, she says.
She just texted us.
She's signing up for the party at the club.
She's signing up.
She's signing us up for the party at the club. Oh, at Canyon Gate.
Oh, how nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Carl. Lisa Grosso, the Grosso, the millionaire. I got to tell you, I got to say a shout out real quick. Carl Grosso has got to be the most, he invented the potato peeler.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. He's a billionaire. And not billion. I say it all the time. I'm only teasing. He lives in a 4-bedroom complex apartment at $200 a month. But I got to tell you, you never met a guy so humble.
Carl says, wait a minute.
I'm serious. Humble in your life like this guy. You know what I mean? And I want to tell you, and what he does for charity is incredible. And I joke with him all the time.
But we can't talk about it.
We can't talk. And Sinatra was the same way.
Secret. Okay.
Nancy Sinatra said something, Jimmy, very profound. She says, when my father turns around and donates millions of dollars to a hotel or millions of dollars to a children's foundation.
Nobody talks about
it. But let that my father say something out of line on the air, and it becomes national news.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you something. when we do, Sandy and I, especially with the WEAM event, we don't look for any accolades. We work diligently to make that person, if it's one person that comes to the WEAM event or 1,000,
That's right.
to make them happy. And we want to give something back in the system, like Cafe Debut. We love Chalo and her. We love that kid. We really love that kid. And anything that kid needs, we will do. We will bend over backwards for, because we know what it is to struggle, to get out there, and to try to do something special.
Yeah, we're going to get her involved in the TV program,
Right,
too.
and we're going to shoot the show at her place. The Tuscany, they were good friends of ours.
Yeah.
And we're so proud and honored that they're allowing us to come up there to perform. These are restaurants. These are not supper clubs. They're not showrooms. These are restaurants. But for us to do what we're doing, it's a great honor. And we love you, Jimmy Bellador. And listen, when the show's over, I'm going to call you. Let's meet. We got to get together. Let's just hang out today. I ain't got nothing to do today.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to go golfing?
Hey, listen,
I'd love
Jimmy.
to go golf. My golf course is closed. Though.
Well, that's why I asked
So
if
is
you'd like to go
ours.
golfing, because I hate the golf.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, thank you, Jimmy, for calling in. We love you, and thanks for being part of our jazz and cocktails around
you
town.
two guys are credit to the community. Let me tell you.
Thank
I
you,
love
Jimmy.
Thank you so
both.
much, Jimmy.
I'll
bless
call you
Okay.
after 10 o'clock, about 10
All
or 5.
right, buddy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
ciao.
love that
Somebody
guy.
else has their phone on. What's with you
What
guys?
is it with you? What the hell's going on here?
Listen, so that was nice with Richie Cole. I like that. I like that a lot. So listen, these girls are sitting here, Michael, and I got to tell you, they are really amazing girls. She sent me something. Mary, you sent me something about working with Genevieve is an international property specialist for SMDC. So tell us what, and you're a local realtor here, but you said you just went over to the Philippines to learn about this new project so that you could represent it here. You've got a big, huge project that's being built in the Philippines?
Yes.
Where at in the Philippines?
Makati.
Makati.
Yeah.
I'm going to start learning some names for the Philippines. And I know Lee Chong now. Lee Chong? I love Lee Chong. Oh,
And I
my
know
gosh.
Balut.
Oh, but look, we don't care
And
about.
San
Sorry,
Miguel.
I'm sorry.
And
I've
San
heard
Miguel
what-
beer.
I've heard what that is. But anyway, yes, I've been introduced to some nice dishes over there at Cafe de Cebu.
The boo-boo.
Cafe de Cebu, and with Shallow and her husband, and it's so sad because her husband was working late, because somebody has to be working over there, and she got to come and celebrate her birthday with us last night, and that
They're
was
coming up, next week.
coming up where?
I said, well, the kids. I said, you don't have to
Tuscany
drive.
Grill?
She says,
They're
Michael,
coming to Tuscany
we
Grill?
are.
Oh my
listen,
gosh, that's great. Lou and Jerry and Mike, they are
Yeah.
such great guys
You gotta-
over there.
you gotta come up
Yeah,
with these
Tuscany
people.
Grill.
Yeah.
These guys, they started out, two of them started out over in another restaurant that was here a long time ago, and the other one was somewhere else. And then they got together, and they've been together 12 years now, and they've got a great Italian restaurant.
Right.
But to get back to you and what this project is in the Philippines, tell us a little bit about it. Tell us about Henry C., because he is the owner, the founder,
Yes.
the creator. I mean, my gosh, he has the biggest mall in the Philippines, in the world?
No, it's sixth.
The sixth biggest, largest in the world.
In the world.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And he started out peddling shoes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly,
So tell us,
exactly.
I'll let you tell us now.
Well, Henry C. was born from a poor Chinese immigrant family, and he started peddling shoes with his father at a very young age. And he worked really hard, until he was able to put up his own little shoe store. So from that little shoe store, he became innovative. He really focused on customer service. He was fixing shoes.
So important.
Yeah.
Yes.
And from that little tiny store, he built the first SM department store, which is SM Quiapo. But it took him about 12 years.
Yeah.
Something like
12
that.
years.
I mean, success
That's
is
not a long
not
time,
overnight,
considering, yeah.
Yeah, success is not overnight. And then from that first department store, about another 15 years forward, he built the first mega mall, which is, everything
Everything under one big roof, right?
Yes. But he never stops growing, because after that, another more 15 years, he built the biggest mall you could ever imagine. And now he's building another even bigger mall.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he never stops. But also he does a lot of charitable work.
Yes, he has the SM Foundation, which is, I really like that.
For underprivileged
yes,
children?
He's it's scholarships for kids that can't afford to go to college.
See, he's a man after our own heart.
Yes.
Yes, 'cause that's what we do. We give scholarships, not quite as large as his, I'm sure, but the idea is that we're still, we raise
Helping.
money and then we
Yes.
give scholarships. And if it touches one person's, it helps them a little bit, even with books and things like that.
Yes. He actually will put, the kid throughout college, and then he doesn't even require that scholar to work for the company. He can go wherever he wants to go.
He's free, yeah.
Isn't
They're
that-
free.
that's
But
great.
they always end up going to his company because he treats his employees really well.
You know who does that? Gives a percentage of their business.
Who?
Is that lemonade stand?
Yeah.
In the malls here.
Oh, yes, the
kids with the hats, the funny
Hot
little
dog.
the Orange Julius.
Orange Julius?
I
yeah.
remember they said they actually give a percentage of the employee, which I think is great because when you're up there, you really got to reach out,
Yes.
to the public.
and
because,
remember how you got there, too.
well, guess what? If you
Yes.
want to win a war, ladies and gentlemen, you got to have an army.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay, so this big complex is being built over there.
Yes.
Condominiums.
Condominium units.
Condominium
yeah.
units.
They have
never
over
used them.
30 projects
Oh.
in Manila.
All over Manila.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, are all the girls in the Philippines as beautiful as you two girls?
Of course.
Thank
Because
you.
at 3 o'clock this afternoon, I want you to go to YouTube, put in Sandy Kastel and Friends,
Ah.
and the date today is what?
The 18th.
18.
And put in October,
September.
September 18th. And everybody in TV land will see the charming faces
That's right.
of,
That's right. You're gonna be
of the Filipino
on TV.
girls.
They can see you over there too because they
Right.
can look it up on YouTube.
Look it up on YouTube.
Oh, she says I should have fixed my hair. I should have worn my business suit.
I know.
Is Shallow going to be at the luncheon place today? She,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how did you guys get together, and how did you team up?
The two of us?
Yes, the two of you.
Okay, so because I really need a broker here in the States because
Yes.
I'm not a licensed broker
Your license is where?
in the Philippines.
In the Philippines. Okay.
Yes, but I'm
it
based
says
here.
International.
So I didn't get my license here.
Okay.
Maybe I don't want to study. No, just kidding.
Well, no, I understand. A lot of people do that. They team up. They work. They get their license in one place. And just like myself, I have my real estate license now, also in Nevada. And so now if I want to sell something in Florida, for instance, I would team up with another, somebody else there, and then I would get a referral fee.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. So that's how you do it. So you guys
exciting.
teamed up together,
Yes.
and now you're working
Yes.
on these projects together.
We've known each other since college.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we have a caller?
Well, yes, that's our next guest.
Oh, Susan.
Yes, it is. It's Suzanne. Suzanne. And so let me make sure I say her name. Streisauer.
Or is it Streisand? Susan
No, it's
Streisand.
Streisauer.
Barbara's sister.
Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
I'm great, Sandy. How are you guys doing?
Good. I know we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be back with you. And so thanks for calling in a little early. And so if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. You know what, Chef Michael? You haven't even told us the recipe, but maybe Suzanne can get you to tell us about one of your special recipes.
Okay, all right.
We'll be right
Sue,
back after
get
a message
ready,
from
Sue.
our
Here
sponsors.
we go.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Chef Michael. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh my gosh, just like Mr. Magoo. He's poofed into thin air. Anyway, so Suzanne, did I mess up your name a lot?
You did not.
I did not. I'll tell you, it is a little tricky though. I'm sure you get that because I kept wanting to add an extra S in there,
That's right. Lots of people do.
Yeah. So, you have the best virtual book tour ever. It says, be seen and heard by millions. So, how did you start this?
Well, great question, Sandy. And it started because I'm an author myself. And us authors, have to figure out how to literally get our books out into the world. How can we be seen and heard by millions?
Right.
And so I started looking around. Okay, so I can do a book tour, I can do book competitions, I can do radio interviews, I can do all these different things. And so I started looking, okay, how do you put all that together? How do you make that make some sense? And so what I realized is that as an author, you need three things. Infrastructure, like a press kit, one sheet, so you can reach out to people and they think that you're credible.
Right.
Visibility, all the different places that you can go to promote yourself.
Yes.
And then sales channels and distribution.
Yes.
If you have those,
Key.
you can reach 1 million or more people.
Yeah, even as a singer, it's the same way.
That's right.
As a singer,
That's right.
when you got your CDs, so what did you do? You decided to put something together so that all these authors could come through one source?
I did. And the other thing that's really interesting is that radio show hosts are wonderful people. I'm also a radio show host.
Thank you.
We're great people. We want to, do fun things. We want to provide information. We want to do a lot of things. But we also, have, several other hats we wear, just like you're talking about being a singer, and I'm a coach and a, author as well. And so, we don't have a lot of time. So you have to go and send something.
You got that right.
You have to send something that makes sense. So I've reached out to radio show hosts and television people, magazine people, because, at some level we speak the same language. I can assure them that I'm going to have good guests for them, quality books, and also a decent press kit or one sheet or whatever, so that it takes a load off of their mind, and they get paid to do interviews for me.
And then if you could get them to contact you back by email, like because we're so busy, like even you and I, it's like you think you sent something and you're like, oh, I thought I sent that, but then but you followed up with me, so that was good, because I have to follow up with a lot of people too sometimes, because even though they send me information, or maybe they say they're going to be on the show and maybe I don't get their information, I have to follow up with them.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so, what I've done is I've taken the guesswork out. I wanted radio show hosts that had listener bases of 10,000+ or more per month, and so that the authors would get some real visibility, not like, if you just go to, some press agents or people who say they do press, and then they say, well, let me see what I can do for you in the next few months, and you pay them a retainer. No, these are shows that are already set up, and all the author has to do is literally reach out to them, and they just schedule a time.
That's great. That's great. So, Michael?
Yes.
Did you have a question for her?
Are you single?
How cute are you?
I'm only teasing you. If you were sitting in an Italian restaurant, okay? If you were sitting in an Italian restaurant and you ordered something to eat, tell me what you would like to have.
I'm going to start with the dessert first.
Oh,
He
really?
doesn't do dessert.
No. Is that what you do? You like dessert? Is that what you enjoy?
I love desserts, but I think I would have like some kind of Parmigiana. Could be a saltimbocca.
Also buco or socamboca? What the hell?
Ossobuco.
Saltimbocca.
I love either one of those.
Usobuco.
So you like veal then?
I do like veal.
I do like veal too. Well, I'm going to give you something simple. If we are an Italian restaurant and they didn't have ossobuco, what would you have?
I have to go back to dessert.
And what kind of dessert would you like?
Tiramisu.
All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to the Tuscany. Because I'm going to tell you something. Where are you calling from?
Northern California.
I got to tell you something. I am not a dessert person. I don't eat desserts. I'm not one for cannolis, tortonis. I like ice cream. I'm an ice cream fanatic. But I'm not one for desserts. But I got to tell you something. The best cheesecake I have ever
in the world
is the Tuscany Grill, and this kid that makes this cheesecake is not Italian. He's German, but and Irish. I got to tell you something. His food is to die for. You've never tasted anything so delicious in your life like this cheesecake. And he gave us a cheesecake last week, and I was going to split it with Sandy. And as I'm BSing with somebody, I ate the whole thing.
And he is not. He does not eat dessert. It's so funny, Suzanne.
I don't do it.
Because usually he'll say, honey, well, I'll split it with you, and he'll have a bite, just to be polite. And then all of a sudden, this thing was vanished into thin air. It was so good. And Jerry Borman is the chef over there. And we were just in in his kitchen with him last week.
We did
videotaping for the TV show that's upcoming.
And I made a veal marsala, and
so
he made his veal marsala.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yum. I love that. And you know what? I love cheesecake, so that would work out really well.
It's a great combo.
Oh, my God. And I got to tell you.
But you got to run around the block a few times afterwards.
Oh, my God.
No doubt.
Well, all the dishes that you make, when you get into the veal dishes, that's all baked. It's a little complicating. So if you get a chance, go to YouTube, and we have a big corporate company out here called Smith's Food and Drug. It's like a big food chain, the number one multi-trillionaire businesses in Las Vegas food chain, and they're one of our sponsors. And we did a TV show. It's called Shopping at Smith's. So if you go on YouTube and put Shopping at Smith's, you will see the show that Sandy and I did. And I made 5 Italian dishes and with 4 spices. Salt,
and you
pepper,
can try them. They're very easy. Very simple.
Salt, pepper, parsley, garlic. Because I want to tell you something. I said this a million times on the air. There are a lot of TV shows, cooking shows. Lydia, they're all wonderful shows. They're the Iron Chef and the Unironed Chef and the Iron Shirt and all these. But I got
chopped and chipped, chipped and
right. But here's the problem: you don't cook like that at home.
No,
you don't.
Every nationality, every race, creed, and color has salt, pepper, parsley,
and
garlic in their cupboard.
Yes.
So when I make these dishes, I tried to show the people that are in TV land how easy these Italian dishes are to make. And if worse comes to worse, go to your nearest grocery store, go to Swanson's, it's just as good.
You know what? Also, you've got this workbook. I want to hear a little bit about this workbook. 101 inspirational life purpose quotes and exercises to find your purpose in life.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't even know where that would go into the chef's categories. Because,
Well.
Talk about seasonings. I think we could do a few different seasoning categories out of that. But
See how she blew me away? She just blew me away like I never got a chance to finish my resume. But that's okay.
Well, I thought you were done.
No, I wasn't done.
Well,
Sue
that's
wanted to
really
find
hard
out.
to tell. You never got to the recipe. I figured you were just telling her to go watch you on, shopping.
Well, she could if she wants. You like Italian meat?
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead. It's all right. That's all right. I'll just take her out for dinner to forget about it. Make her pick up. She's got to pay for the bill. What are you talking about?
No, but I just wanted to bring up. She's an award-winning author of 3 books. And what she's doing here to bring, to give an avenue for all these authors to come and get promoted is wonderful. And so, if you were talking to a new author just starting out, writing a book, decided I want to write a novel or I want to write my bio or my biography, what would be the number one tip that you would give them?
Well, if you're talking about the 2 things you just mentioned, Sandy, I would say, okay, so it's your story, but in a really kind of crass way, who cares? And so how do you take your story and then make it be something that's universally applicable that, people can get some benefit out of?
That's right.
My question to them would be, great, write your story exactly the way you want to and get all that out. And then once that's done, now let's figure out how we're going to make it be something that makes sense for everybody else that they'd want to buy.
Edit.
It could be edit, and it could also be
a twist.
Like Chef Michael is a great chef, and he has 4 ingredients. So how can we weave 4 ingredients into what you do so people never forget those 4 ingredients, and they get to use them, and that they get to have some healthy meal that always tastes good. So how is it people can do that with their stories or biographies or whatever?
There you go.
There it is.
There you go, Chef Michael. He already has a cookbook.
Yeah, it's called Don't Dirty the Stove.
And he's going to write a new one.
That.
He's writing a new one called
Don't Dirty the Kitchen.
and I can tell you why. When he's cooking, everything's everywhere. But you're right. A lot of people, what I was told for writing books is that like you just said, what you know from your own personal history. And if some people say, well, what am I going to write about? Well, what is your experience? What is your background? Just like Grisham, his background, in the being a detective and all that stuff, being that he took from what he knew, and then, like you said, then of course you have to make it interesting. But you're first of all drawing from who you are and where you grew up and what you know and what your experience is, your life experience.
But the content of your character really speaks for yourself, because again, I don't want to get biblical with you, but if you go back a long time ago,
but you will.
I am. When you
Just
get
a little.
there's a lot of people believe he was the Son of God. A lot of people didn't. When you get a guy like Jesus, and he went against the grain of everything that needed to be done. He stood for what he believed in.
Yes.
Naturally, it was an unfortunate situation that trials and tribulations came into his life that he had no choice. But when you look at something like that, I'm that way. I go against the grain. If I believe in something, nobody's going to stop me.
Conviction.
No one's going to stop me. I don't care what it is, and that's the card. You can fight the biggest guy in the world. If you don't have heart, You got to have heart. If you don't have that, you'll never make it in any business. And Sandy asks as many times to people, give something, what would you like to tell a new person starting? Listen, what you got to have is heart. You got to believe in what you believe in. And
you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You can't just talk about it. You really have to do it. Mm-hmm. I've got I'm co-author in some books called Life Choices, Suzanne, and nice. It's with Judy Morio. And what she did is she brought 26 authors together, and then they all told stories, and she gives you a theme. And one of the first ones she did was Pursuing Your Passion, or Navigating Difficult Paths, sorry. And I knew what I wanted to write about, and then all of a sudden I woke up one morning, and I hadn't really started writing yet, but I had an idea of what I wanted to write about. And I woke up one morning and I said, my life has been a series of detours. Detours. That was my book. That was my chapter. And I tell you, once I started writing, I didn't stop. And when I turned in my story, she said, Sandy, we needed 2,000 words. And I said, oh, do you need more? And she goes, no, you wrote 8,000. I said, oh, okay, so I had to cut it back a little bit. But the process was great because I knew right then and there, I had always thought about writing, a book. Mm-hmm. And right then and there, it became a reality for me.
In my book, I wrote a beautiful book, and it'll be published. Walden Books will be I'll be doing a book signing.
Easy for you to say.
No, I'm serious. It is how can you be a chick magnet at the age of 62?
Oh my gosh. yeah, right. We had somebody write a book, something like that. Remember the guy that came in and had that
I don't know.
Anyway, Suzanne, hold on just a second. Okay, we're going to be right back after a message from our sponsors.
I love our
tuning
sponsors.
Into Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael.
Cafe de Boo, I want to eat some bologna.
Cafe de Sabu.
Sure to listen to Sandy Kastel and Friends and Chef Michael every day. We're Nevadans. We're all in.
Starting your day with a smile. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Now, let's bring back the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. I was going to send a shout out earlier, and I didn't get a chance to Marissa Rolfe. She's the one that did my hair and makeup last night, and she's my new hairstylist and makeup stylist. And also, Peter Anthony, he's the one that's managing my color, as he says, managing my color. Doesn't it look nice? And I got so many compliments last night on my makeup. And
Me too.
I got to tell you, I have a hard time putting on lashes, but she just did my makeup so beautifully. And, of course, it's really easy to look nice when you have somebody doing it for you. So thank you, Marissa, for making me look gorgeous.
Yes, thank you for my eyelashes,
as I can, So, Suzanne.
Hey, Sandy.
Yes, hello.
Did you have a fun break? It sounded like you had just as much fun on break as you did on...
We did. We did. We always do. So, listen, where can people find out about you?
They can find out about me if they're doing life purpose work at awakentoyourlifepurpose.com. And again, that's awakentoyourlifepurpose.com.
Okay.
And if they're authors and they want information, they can go to thebestvirtualbooktour.com.
That's
thebestvirtualbooktour.com. And on both of those websites, I offer a free consultation so that people can actually do something with the information right then and there.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, do you work with people that have already finished their book, or you actually help them to write the book? Give them advice?
Some of both. It depends on the project, some of both, but I also have writing coaches who are fabulous people who have helped dozens of people write books. So if it's not a project that for some reason I'm suited to do, I have some fantastic writing coaches that I just pass them on to, and they can get started right away.
Great. All right, well, we're going to call you.
Okay.
Because I'm working on my book, and Michael's working on his book, and you guys probably are writing a book, right? No, not yet, but soon. Well, thank you so much for Suzanne for being a guest on our show today. It's really great to meet you, and I'd love to have you back on again, when you're promoting something, or we'll talk about things, and maybe we'll get you on the TV show, too. We can do a Skype thing.
Love it. Love it. And thanks for making everything so fun. I love it.
Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Thanks, Sue.
Okay. Thebestvirtualbooktour.com.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Suzanne Stryhauser. Oh, I did it. I didn't. Strysour. Oh, my gosh. See?
That was all right, Sandy.
I caught myself.
I'd have called her Suzanne Streisand.
No. So anyway, again, we've got Genevieve Guy and we've got Mary. And how do you say your last name again? Viorante.
An Italian
Which sounds
Filipino.
Italian.
Yeah.
Tell us about this project again. Give us the name of the project, the brand new project you're working on.
Yes, it's called Air Residences in Makati, and it is the high-end project for SM Premier.
Premier, yeah.
Yes, and now is the best time to get it because it is, the first launching.
Now,
Just
we
got
want you to
released.
know that we got 90,000 listeners.
Yes.
Are you girls single?
Yes, very.
All right. Very single and very beautiful.
Single and ready to mingle. No,
Oh my gosh, she's got a slogan too.
See, when you get
Go ahead.
when you get them girls who eat the balut, that's what happens.
Yeah. You know what? We are doing our WEMA event this Saturday, 1 to 3 p.m. We'd love to invite you to come. I've got Marissa Rolfe is going to be there. She's going to be doing, some samples of some makeup and hair and stuff, and she's going to be doing some specials for everybody. So you definitely got to come because And then we're working with a White House Black Market, and they are raising money for Salvation Army this weekend at the Fashion Mall. So you got to go see Aveda and White House Black Market. White House Black Market, Nan. She's got me dressed in a lot of their clothes for the show and stuff. So you got to support them, and they're supporting Salvation Army as we are also. Leslie, thank you so much for everything you guys do for us too. We have a caller, Steve.
We got to be quick.
Hey, Mike and Sandy, just wanted to give you a heads
Okay,
up.
thank you, Steve. That was enough.
Joe, make it quick. Listen, I'm going to get to Weem. I have to sell my truck. If I got to walk with a 50-pound bag of cement on my head to eat that food, I'm going to get there somehow.
I know, it's so good.
You guys better open a branch office down by UNLV and open up a little cafe. I'll be there.
There you
Seriously,
go.
I'd like to get to your party. And Michael, one last note what you said about you got to have heart. Elvis Presley's first audition. You know what they told him? Kid, you better go back to driving a truck. He's the greatest pop singer in history. So
there you go.
Go for it. Hey, you guys have a great day.
Thank you, Steve. We love
All right,
you.
buddy. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, so where can people find out about this project?
They can call us at 702-882-0229 or
702-858-4043.
If you're ready to mingle, call those numbers, guys.
Are you ready to ask about
No,
the
but
project?
really, if you want to find out about making an investment in a project that's over in Manila, or Makati.
Yes.
Yes, Makati. And that's the new project, and it's called Air Residences.
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 Yes.
Residences.
Armani inspired. The lobby is
Armani inspired. Oh my
Lobby,
gosh!
the
So you got to
design.
give these girls a call. Genevieve Guy and Mary
Viorante.
You're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. We will be back tomorrow morning, Friday morning, here in KLAV studio. So we'll see you. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. See us on YouTube this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Go!